Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Mercury in Aries. This is a fast rush transit of Mercury in Aries from 3rd to 18th of May. It is going to be combust, aggressive, impulsive, very quick. Everything is happening, and also Gandanta. So how does it affect? Hello, this is Komilla Sutton, and I am talking about Mercury today. Mercury is, after a long time in Pisces and retrograding in Pisces and in Aquarius, it is now finally changing signs, and it is going into Aries on 3rd of May. But this is again, Mercury's back to its old tricks. It's rushing through signs and doing lots of stuff during this transit. Why it is important for us to see the Mercury retrograde is because Mercury is about our thinking. And what Mercury is doing is our thinking is getting affected. Of course, it rules different signs in your chart as well. But lots is happening in this kind of tight frame of time between 3rd to 18th. So just 15 days in Aries. Mercury is going to rush through 2.25 nakshatras. It is going to do Parivartana with Mars. It is going to get slowly combust. So the main thing about Mercury in Aries is as soon as on 3rd, it is going to be in Gandanta. But it is just the 3rd, little bit of late 2nd and 3rd, it will be Gandanta. Now, remember, all the timings are for California that I'm giving. So it is going to be in Gandanta. Then it moves out of Gandanta very quickly, and it is in Aries. It's a new sign, fresh approach to life. It's raring to go. And it is also getting closer and closer to the sun. So as we end this transit, Mercury is going to be combust. So its speed is very fast. Remember, in the retrograde planets, I talked to you about Vakri, Ati Vakri, slow, fast. Now here, a planet is in the opposite direction. It's going very fast, and it is, so our thinking is going very fast, and we are way ahead of time, and we burn out. And especially in these kind of complicated times, we got to slow ourselves down. And whereas Mercury is feeling very impulsive, very aggressive, and wants to get things done quickly. And very often clients and students asking me, should we complete tasks in May? Then, June is more difficult. But the point is this, that any task that has a long-term effect, you have to be careful, because if you start something now, then its projection is into as the planets get more complicated as well. So don't be in a rush. So you try to calm your thinking down, calm the Mercury down in your chart, because it is wanting to complete everything. Once it goes into Taurus, it will be more settled. Now, to add to this, Mercury is going to be in Parivartana Yoga, exchanging signs. I'm going to put a link above on the class on Parivartana Yoga. You can listen to it. And Parivartana Yoga is when planets exchange signs. And there are 3 types of Parivartana Yoga. And you can, as I said, listen to the types and everything. I'm not repeating that. In the link is there. So what happens is that on 7th, Mars goes into Gemini. So it's Mercury sign, and Mercury is in Aries. So they are exchanging signs with each other. And this exchange of signs and exchange of energy is Parivartana. Now, it is not always that you are exchanging, that Mercury becomes like Mars and Mars becomes like Mercury. It's more they are exchanging the house energies. And that is what you have to be conscious of. So according to whether your Lagna or your moon sign, you can see here that certain signs are there. So I'm just giving you a list of them. So Aries and Aquarius are experiencing Khala Yoga, which is a complicated energy. That means Mercury and Mars both are not working at its best possible this thing. And then Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn are experiencing Dainya Yoga. Dainya means poverty. So they can make a mistake, they can lose money, they can make effort. So doing too much effort and not receiving reward. So that is important. And finally, the ones that are experiencing this Parivartana in a positive way, that is called a Maha Parivartana Yoga. These signs are Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So those who are experiencing the Maha Parivartana Yoga, this is an opportunity for you, short opportunity, 7th to 18th, not very long. But, in these kind of unsettled time, opportunities are good and they are worth taking. So, you can still, I would say, patience is the key word. Don't rush into things. Don't multitask. Don't overburden yourself at this time, even if the yoga is there. Use that yoga as a positive indication that you are being helped out at this time. And then Mercury will move into 3 nakshatras and very quickly. So you'll see that Mercury goes through Ashwini nakshatra. Ashwini is the healing nakshatra. And Ashwini is from 3rd to 10th. So 7 days for Ashwini nakshatra. Healing, more thinking about, self-realization, what can you do? Because there's some new energy there. So that is a positive aspect. But still, so 3 to 10 is Ashwini. But still, as I said, we should not be in a rush to do things. And then 10 to 16, now you see how quickly Mercury is becoming faster. And it is going to go into Bharani only for 6 days. And Bharani is about, discipline and duty, and it is ruled by Yama. So sometimes it is doing the unpleasant tasks, not always about pleasurable, easy things. There can be some closing down as well of stuff. But what I like about Bharani is to be conscious about your responsibility, duty, good and bad, treat equally, and then you will be fine. And then 16th to 18th, only for about 1.5 days or so, Mercury is in Krittika. Now, Krittika is fiery. Now, end of Bharani and start of Krittika, Mercury starts getting combust and closer to the sun. So it is very fast moving now. Although the conjunction will take place of Sun with the Mercury exact conjunction in Taurus, but in the next video I'll talk about it. But I'm going to do a video on combustion as well. I haven't done it as yet, but I'll do that. So you should watch out for it. Because combustion means that the planet is too fast. Mercury is hidden from the naked eye. So we feel as if we are not, our ideas are not being understood. People are not understanding who we are. And especially if you are Gemini or Virgo, then you are feeling this very much so. And Krittika is very fiery, so you can get very angry and impulsive. And it is important that you control those energies. And impulsive specifically because Mercury is intellectual. It needs to analyze everything. And through the analysis, it develops itself. So when you do impulsive action and you haven't thought it through, then it is not the best thing to do. So remember that these transits are happening and they're not easy. And the other transits, Saturn, Ketu, all those. So this fast-moving Mercury and just doing things without thinking is not a good idea. So best remedy for you would be to take your time and think things through, even though you feel like doing impulsive actions. You may not be able to avoid everything, but most of the things you may be able to deal with. So all the best. Thank you very much. Check out my website, komilla.com, and I appreciate you following me.